Yeah, I mean, obviously with international break, it's always a really good time to get extra training on what you need, what the team needs. So I think this week, and last week for us was actually a really good week to just really get competitive with each other and put in the work that we can't usually do on normal game weeks. So it's been great. I think the team's really coming together. I do think that it is becoming more and more competitive, which is always good. We want everyone to feel like they don't have a secure spot on the team and that you have to train every day and hopefully get that starting spot. So I think the competitiveness within the group has been really, really good. And it's definitely shown the last 2 weeks.
Questions for Carson? I guess, what have been your early impression just of Bev and how she's trying to establish just the new culture here? Just, what have been your early impressions?
Yeah, I mean, I think Bev has come in and changed the culture here completely. I think the culture within the girls is the same, but the culture from, higher up has definitely changed. I think that she's come in, she's taking control, and she's coaching how she wants to coach. I don't think she's trying to live up to any expectations. I think she's come in, and I know she cares so much about us, but that also shows with her coaching. She just wants she's here till like 5. I came back for a massage the other day and she was still here at like 5. So I know she's putting in the work every single day to make sure that we're successful. And I think that that's what you want in a coaching staff, is to know that they're doing absolutely everything they can for us to get 3 points on the weekends.
Is there anything that you've had to adjust your game to the new style, or are you more comfortable? Like, I guess technically, like, how have you been able to adjust to how you play with this new style?
Yeah, I actually think it's been really good for me personally. I think that Bev, the first day that she came in, she was like, "We want the fullbacks to be higher," and immediately I started smiling. So I think the way that she wants us to play is fits our team really well, and I know she just wants us to be brave on the ball. And I think she's more disappointed when we're not brave rather than when we just make mistakes. So she doesn't care if we make mistakes, but if we don't try the harder pass and things like that, and we're not brave, that's when she gets frustrated with us. So I like that kind of coaching because it allows you to make mistakes and not be worried about what the coaches are thinking.
You got off to a couple of quick starts yourself, defending quite a bit in the second half. Is that something you talked about this week? Maybe kind of jump out to a quick start again, but maybe just press up a little bit higher and not concede so much of the field.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I don't think it's a secret that we've been up in 2 games and they've come back and scored 2 goals. So I think that's something that we've been focusing on, especially as a back line as well, and just getting everyone up higher up the field. I think we're starting strong, and then we just start defending and getting nervous because we're maybe not used to being up in games and things like that. So I think we need to change that part of our identity, is just being comfortable with being up and knowing that we can absolutely get 3 points and keep a lead no matter what. So yeah, I mean, it's not a secret. So I think that's something we definitely have been working on, especially the past couple of weeks.
And do you feel responsibility as a back line to kind of show composure and set the tone for doing that going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that we're obviously, as defenders, I think, our main job is defending, but I also think it's just communication, getting the team up, getting higher, not sitting in. I think sometimes we find ourselves where everyone's sitting right on top of us, then we feel like we can't do our job. So it does start with us, and it starts with our communication to the forward line, to the midfield line, just to get higher and to go for it, to go for the 3 points and not get nervous when you get up.
Can you speak to Uche and just what has been different about her this year, having played on the same side as her last year? Why do you think she's found success?
Yeah, I mean, Uche for us has been great this year. I feel like last year was a bit of touch and go with her. I don't know if she knew exactly what her role was specifically on the team. I didn't know. I know sometimes she was playing out of position. Sometimes she'd play in the 9. And I think that her natural position, from what I know, is out wide. So I think she's just more comfortable. And I think it comes from the coaching staff, giving her the confidence just to be herself, to play free. And I have a really good partnership with her this year. I actually told her that the other day and she was like, "Really? You think so?" So we've definitely grown with each other. I think sometimes when you play with so many different people, it's hard to get that relationship. But for some reason this year, our relationship has been great. And I think that we're communicating more. We're working off each other a lot more. And I think she's been absolutely incredible for us.
That unintentional Orlando connection, but I know you've known Taylor for a little while. So she has come in and has been one of the top 5 players in the league in a variety of categories. What has she brought to this group? Why she's off to such a good start?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think Taylor gets a lot of credit for being so good in the air because she's tall, but I actually think she's really good with her feet. And I think that she doesn't get enough credit for that. I think everyone just talks about her height all the time. And I think that that's probably not even the best part of her game. I think she's just tall, but with her feet, she is so good under pressure. I know that when I play a ball into her, she's going to get out of pressure. It can be in tight spaces and it really doesn't matter. So I think she's brought composure to the group, especially in that 6 role and in the midfield. I think that, you know, she's able to get it, switch it, and just kind of lock it down on defense too. Her legs are so long. We joke all the time. I feel like she can get to anything. So it's nice having her in there. But I think on the ball, she's so much better than what she gets credit for.
Going back to Uche, obviously she scored, you know, quite a few goals already, but talk a little bit about her work rate on defense. That's something we did get an opportunity to see with her playing in the middle last year, but on the wing, I think we can see how much effort she puts in on us.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be the first one to say playing behind her, it helps when the person in front of you is working hard defensively and not just attacking all the time. She's been absolutely great. Her work rate back has been something that has been, I think, something that's really stood out in her game this year. And I think that that's what's made her a better player, is because she's getting success defensively. Now she's getting more success in the attack. So from someone who's playing behind her, I think her work rate has been one of the top on the team. And I think she's been absolutely incredible. She's listening, you know, I think, again, when we work well together, it's because we're both communicating to each other. We're listening to each other. And I think when I can get her in good spaces defensively, she doesn't have to run as much, which I know she's probably happy about. So, but yeah, her work rate back defensively has, I think, been a huge part of our team this year.
We have a question on Zoom from Paul Miles. How do you defend against San Diego, specifically Alex Morgan?
Just like anyone else. I think we are more worried about ourselves than we are about the other team. I don't think that we specifically pick players out and are worried about what their qualities are. We just have to defend as a team and do what we know what we're good at. I think they have a great attack. Not taking anything away from that. I think they do have really good players going forward. They have quality on the ball. They have quality with runs behind. But if we just do what we're supposed to do on defense, then that's all we can control.
Carson?
Thank you, guys.